Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim, bringing you guys daily deals with Tim, where I talk about the latest news and deals on cryptocurrency, all for you guys. And before I begin, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. Now today, I want to ask you guys a question. Are you guys hodling strong, or are you guys the weak hands that are selling off? Now, I ask this question because we have the all new time Korean FUD today. So there was a big news coming out today. Well, it wasn't a really big news because it was mentioned a couple weeks ago, but that happened with China FUD as well, because during that month of China FUD, there's already news saying that China was going to ban ICOs or ban certain exchanges. And then, once it actually happened, the drop began. Now, for the Korean FUD, there was news about Koreans either sending regulators or some kind of restriction onto these Korean exchanges and banks because people were trading anonymously. So, therefore, today, there was some kind of news saying that there was a raid on certain Korean exchanges, but from what I hear, those raids are those aren't like those SWAT raids where they're coming with like AK-47s and no, it's not those raids. They're just like office people coming in to check tax records and stuff like that to make sure they're compliant with the regulation. So coming from the Twitter of Joseph Young, it says, "Don't panic. The South Korean government has been preparing for a cryptocurrency exchange closure bill since December 13th to shut down any exchange that is not compliant with regulations." So that is the key point, not compliant. Because if exchanges are not compliant and they're just going willy-nilly and trading their customers' money or using or holding onto that is not allowed. The exchanges need to be compliant with the regulation, and the government already said that it intends to regulate or foster the market. So this is the same thing as US or China. They're going to regulate the market, but something different than China is that Korea is a bit more democratized and capitalistic. So what you will see is probably not a ban, but something to either spur up more cryptocurrencies within a regulated setting. So that's what I'm excited for. I don't think this is going to be a ban on exchanges, because if that happened, there's going to be large uproars seeing how much Koreans are involved in cryptocurrency trading and investing. But that said, I do think this is a FUD. This will go away, just like China FUD. And at least in my opinion, I think we're up for another rise very soon. It might take a week, it might take 2 weeks or a month, but I think after these kind of fears go on for a couple days or a couple weeks, we're up for another one. Just like how we rose from 3,000 to 5,000. And if you guys were there, the 5,000 was the resistance, and it broke 5,000, and we went straight up in, I believe, a month or two to 20K, and now we're having the correction. The rise to 20K was definitely an unhealthy trend because there was so much demand coming in, especially from the Korean market. And that's why we're seeing the correction right now. But what I am doing is literally nothing. With the investment that I have in the cryptocurrencies, I'm simply hodling everything. I haven't made a single trade today, but I might be looking into maybe investing a little bit more, either tomorrow or next week, but definitely in 2 weeks, because in 2 weeks, that is my time to dollar cost average into either Bitcoin or Litecoin or other cryptocurrencies. So I'll definitely be looking at a good opportune time to invest in. I think Fridays are pretty good time to invest. Usually people kind of settle down, maybe sell a bit of cryptocurrencies, whatever that is, but that is simply what I'm doing. I'm hodling for the long run, and even if the market goes into a bear market, I'm simply hodling everything and just buying in more. Because let's say if the market did go trend down from here on, then I will be at a loss for my previous investments, but I also have some gains from the previous investment. So by investing in the lows and having it at a loss at the top, kind of balances out. However, if the market trends back up and we're back at a bull market, that means that the selling my investments at this point is going to be a heavy loss on my part. So either way, even if the market goes bear, I can make it up by investing more at the bottom. And if the market goes bull, then I get tremendous gains on my portfolio. So hodling, I think, is definitely one of the best strategies out there. But if you guys are messing with a large amount of money, and the sum, I mean like amount that you can't sleep at nights, I would really encourage you guys to reconsider cryptocurrencies, because the more I think about cryptocurrencies, I think it should be done with either money that you can afford to lose, or money that you have saved up from kind of wasteful spending. But if you gather significant amount of money that is going to either make it or break it for your life, has potential to ruin your life, I think I would heavily discourage anyone from doing that, because there is a speculative part to cryptocurrencies, but at the same time, I believe in the long run, we're still heading up. But there are times where it drops down 60%, 70%. Also times where it goes up 40, 50%. So it is very volatile market. So I would heavily discourage you guys from investing in significant amounts that can, so basically any amount that would keep you up at nights and not let you sleep. With those amounts, I would discourage. But with money that you can save up, maybe you can save on entertainment, or save on expensive food, stuff like that, or cigarettes, alcohols. If you guys can save those up and put a little bit at a time, I think that's definitely a good use or investment, in my personal opinion. But that said, what I'm doing is just hodling and having that strong hand. You gotta get that Hulk hands. I hope you guys do the same. Hodl on, and perhaps if you guys have a little bit of some of those dirty old fiat money in your accounts, might just wait for an opportune time to get in some of those cheap Bitcoins and Litecoins and whatever you guys are interested in. But that said, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this kind of content, like this video, comment below, and smash the subscribe button. Also, ring that bell for me please to get notified. And if you guys want to support the channel, check out the links below, and I'll really appreciate that. And as always, I'll bring you guys more deals on Daily Deals with Tim.